people,
Yeah.
or to myself? Well, the answer is I was using a tremendous amount of drugs, which, I'm certain now in retrospect, I was using to kind of, quiet the critics, the guilt, all that, those terrible things that I really should have been feeling if I wasn't drugged out at the time.
Is it common? Is it common among folks like you and people in that profession to have those kinds of problems and use drugs?
Oh, clearly. I mean, drug use is so prevalent on Wall Street. Cocaine, Quaaludes, all sorts of, Valium, Xanax, anti-anxiety drugs. So, the environment on Wall Street is conducive to that sort of type A personality.
That's amazingly telling. Joey, you have a question for him. Go ahead. Joey just lost his job, lives in Peachtree City, Georgia. By the way, Jordan. Go ahead, Joey.
Okay.
Jordan, I wanted to find out, what are you doing to pay this money back? You talked about paying $1 million of it back already. What kind of work are you doing to pay this back?
Right, I'm a full-time author. I wrote a book when I came out of jail. I wrote a book, The Wolf of Wall Street, which was a bestseller, and I pay back half of the money that I made from writing that book, The Wolf of Wall Street. Now, I just finished the second book called Catching the Wolf of Wall Street, which is the sequel to the first book, and again, half that money goes back to people, and I'm really just looking to write full-time now for the rest of my life.
Mansion's gone, plane's gone, all that stuff is gone?
Oh yeah, listen, I struggle financially because there's better ways to make money in the world than being an author. It's, it takes a year to write a book, more time than that to market it, and, when I wrote The Wolf of Wall Street, it was painful to have to look back at what I had done. So, and again, not just to the people, strangers that lost money, that's terrible enough as it is, but to the people that I love, closest to me, my wife, my ex-wife now, my children, and if I can go back, of course I would change that. I would never have done the things I had done, but now the best I can do, right, Magda?
Magda has a question for you.
You had a very nice time, and I appreciate that you're having a great time, but I want to know if by any chance you can go ahead and you can learn from what you have done wrong before and educate those people that are on Wall Street right now so they don't fall in the same way. Those people are playing with our money, and we want to correct it.
Absolutely, and again, I think if anybody probably knows what greed can do, it's probably me. The dark side of Wall Street, how it can get the best of people. And that's why in my book I said this is a cautionary tale, because there are some, you could look at the life that I led and take away from it that, oh, it was great and wonderful and there was nothing wrong. Look, you got a helicopter, a yacht. But I'm very clear in the book that this is a cautionary tale. The Wolf of Wall Street is not the sort of life that you want to lead. It's not a life that you can be proud of after it's over, that your children can be proud of, that the people that you love can be proud of. It's not a life full of dignity and pride. It's about false pride and hubris.
That's interesting.
These are the things that people on Wall Street hold so dear. But, now that I've had it all taken away, I'm rebuilding my life now in an honest way as an author. I can look back, I'm happier now without money than I ever was with money. I'm sober, I have a great relationship with my families, I have a great relationship with the women,
We're down to about 60 seconds in this block,
okay.
And Brandon wants to ask you a question as well before he goes. Brandon,
sure.
By the way, Brandon interned at Lehman Brothers, and he wants to go into your profession. Take it away, Brandon.
Well, Jordan, thanks again for your time. And my question is, coming into this arena of Wall Street, and there are a lot of people who do have that opportunity as well, what type of advice would you give students who are coming into this arena, and so they would not get that type of mind frame, because your mindset coming in as a starry-eyed rookie is different than it was to the point where you're making that money? What type of advice would you give?
The best advice I can give is that you will make more money over the long term if you do the right thing by your clients and you don't break the law. It's all about instant gratification. If you delay the gratification and you work hard for a long period of time, you'll make a fortune on Wall Street honestly and ethically. My problem was I wanted it all now. I wanted it yesterday. Instant gratification, and that is really the downfall of many of these people on Wall Street. They just, they want it quick, they want it now, and Wall Street's a place that you can get that. If you delay that gratification and you work hard, you do the right thing, you're honest with your clients, you'll become a multi-millionaire, and you'll be able to, live a life with dignity and the good sort of pride.
That's interesting. Hey, Jordan Belfort, thanks so much for
my pleasure
for sharing your story with us. We certainly appreciate it. By the way, there's something else. This comment just came in moments ago. This is on MySpace. Rick, what is a reasonable solution to this? Can you actually impose a ceiling on what someone can earn? Will there be a national maximum wage? I guess what we're looking at is, what happens now? How do we get out of this? What's in the future? Where are we going? That's next. Stay with us.